I have not had time to go to the gym recently. I really had time to work out because I've been traveling and I've had so much fun. But now I am back home and I'm so excited to go to the gym again. And so I just wanted to record this video to give anyone out there who is lacking fitness excitement a little bit of a boost, because I know sometimes whenever I am in a fitness rut, sometimes it really helps to just hear other people get really excited about something that is so undeniably healthy, but sometimes can get a little bit boring. A little bit boring. But before we get too far into that, I do want to give a little moment to today's sponsor. Going to the gym is one of the simplest ways to upgrade your life from baseline, in my opinion, but if you're feeling below baseline, more sapped out of it than usual, for me it's usually sneezing all the time, I think the first line of defense should be going to the doctor, even if you don't know exactly what's wrong. Especially if you don't know exactly what's wrong. When our own symptoms are broad and confusing, that's when we should be going to a professional, and ZocDoc, today's sponsor, helps connect you to a doctor who meets your needs. ZocDoc is free and simple to use. It's a website that prioritizes connecting high-quality in-network providers with patients. Whether you need primary care, dermatology, skincare, eye care, or any of the other 200 plus specialties, you can search by specialty, by symptom, or what matters most to you, like language or background. I'm lucky so far that I haven't had much more unique medical needs than those of my friends, but whenever that inevitably happens and I need to go see, I don't know, like a neurologist or something, I'm so glad that a website like ZocDoc exists, where I can see a whole list of specialists in my area with verified patient reviews. I can learn so much about the vibes of different doctors just from reading the reviews, what I can expect when I walk into the door, and I can filter by the doctors who take my health insurance. One of my friends used ZocDoc to help them find a therapist who shares their cultural background, someone who none of their current network could have helped them find, and it's moments like that where ZocDoc really shines. They're still seeing that therapist, and I'm really happy for them. You can choose to book an in-person or a video visit, see real-time availability, and book instantly without picking up your phone. Having to make a call is definitely one of the worst parts of making any appointment, but with ZocDoc you can do it all online. No phone tag and no hold music. Most appointments happen fast, usually within 24 to 72 hours, and sometimes even same-day appointments. ZocDoc helps you build the care team that you deserve, that everyone deserves. No one should be trying to solve all their problems by themselves, so stop putting off those appointments you've been avoiding. Get started today for free by visiting ZocDoc at zocdoc.com/sleepy or clicking the link in the description. And thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video and helping us all take better care of our health. One of the reasons that I love going to the gym in the mornings is that I think for me, going to the gym is just one of the easiest little wins that I can add into my day. Because getting there is the hardest part, but once you have made it into those doors, once you've got your socks on, once you're in your car and you're on your way there, oh my goodness, you already know that you've won, because you already know that at the very least you're gonna be walking around and probably picking up some heavy things and moving them and just kind of being in a productive space. It's really similar to like going to the library or something, where you kind of just like absorb knowledge from the environment. And I love that. You can't like lose intelligence at the library, and similarly at the gym it's impossible to be unproductive, because at the very least you're kind of learning about different exercises just from like watching other people do different exercises. YouTube is full of people doing exercises that you can learn from, but something about being in a gym and watching people do it in person is so much more kind of inspiring, at least to me. And it's also just such a great way to feel strong in the morning. I love leg day because I always feel so strong, even though leg day is kind of like harder for me than arm day, just because I'm lifting much heavier things, and I definitely need a lot more recovery on leg days. Whenever it is leg day, I feel like I get to just use maximum force, and I get to feel my body like working, and it's such an invigorating feeling. And if you have never really felt your body work like that, or if it's just been a long time, oh my gosh, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to feel that blood churning inside your body, you know? It is so fun to kind of discover in the moment what your body can do. And, you know, I don't think I ever feel stronger than when I deadlift, honestly. I know people, you know, talk about squatting a lot as, you know, the thing that makes them feel strongest. But I don't think my squat is that good personally. I still love squatting, and I do feel powerful when I squat. But I just, I really love the feeling of my hamstrings working, I think. And so whenever I just get to do that reach and pull that I get to do whenever I'm deadlifting, whenever I really get to feel those muscles working, I feel it through my whole body, and it's kind of exciting. I think I'm just more confident on my deadlift as well. It almost feels less complicated than a squat. And these are the little grips that I usually use. They're kind of falling apart, as you can see. They're falling apart just a little bit, just enough to prove that I actually use them. I think these are kind of cheapo ones from Amazon, and maybe one day I'll get better ones, but they just help save your grip a little bit on the barbell, because otherwise your grip turns into the limiting factor on your deadlift, and that's no good, because you want to be training your posterior chain, your legs, and your glutes, and your back, not just your grip. But it's such a satisfying motion. Now I'm really more like rowing or something. I've never done competitive rowing, but if that is your sport, dang, that sounds so much fun. I've done recreational rowing before in a little boat called a pirogue. Depending on what part of Louisiana you're from, you might hear some people pronounce it piro, and they don't pronounce the G. But where I'm from, we pronounce the G, and we say pirogue. It's like a canoe that's a little bit lower in the water, and they're a little bit more stealthy than a canoe, but they're not quite as fast, and they are more easily toppled over. So they're a little bit less popular in the larger, in the larger world of little boats that you row down rivers. But that's what we have in Louisiana. And I do love rowing down the bayous. It's another great way to get some exercise in. Because I've been traveling, I've also been walking a lot, but I haven't been walking very much. In nature. I've been walking in the city, and I love walking in the city, but I'm really excited to go on my usual long hikes that I go on in my area, going up the stairs that I love, seeing the wildlife that I love. And Another one of my favorite things about going to the gym, and why I recommend that you take care of yourself and that you go to the gym, is that there's something really lovely about seeing the same people every day, or 3 times a week, 2 times a week, whatever it is. Even when you're not really their friend, not even their acquaintance, just kind of the regularity of other people's presence, knowing that the world goes on and that all of our lives are intertwined in these subtle ways. It can be really inspiring because I guess it brings to light the fact that whenever other people take care of themselves, it makes the whole world kind of a better place. Whenever I go to the gym, or whenever I'm on a walk outside or whatever, I always feel like, these are the people. These are the people who are doing kind of good in the world, and I'm so grateful that these people are taking care of themselves, because I know that they're applying that energy in other ways to other places in their lives. And I love seeing that because it makes me want to be a better person and apply that energy to other areas of my life. So that's just another little reason, just one more little reason to go to the gym, to take care of yourself, to exercise. Of course, it doesn't have to be the gym specifically. Exercise in whatever way is fun for you. The current kind of fitness space online, I think, overcomplicates things a lot, and tries to push you to optimize in all these really specific ways. But really, if your goal is to just be healthy and be happy and reap the benefits of exercise, you just gotta get out there. You just gotta get out there and do a little bit. You don't even have to go 3 times a week. If you just go once or twice a week to do whatever it is, whatever kind of movement you love, whether that's riding a bike or going on a walk, walking your dog a little bit extra, or just walking on the treadmill. You don't even have to lift weights. Just listen to a good podcast. Listen to a good book. It's so good for you. So very good for you to take care of yourself. And I'm at this stage in my, gym career where a lot of my muscles, they're not really growing anymore, but whenever I go to the gym or whenever I work out, I still feel a really good pump in my muscles, and there's something so affirming about that. And I don't really understand the psychology of it all, but going to the gym and exercising, whatever that is for me, it makes me feel more confident in my body. It is so good for my mental health, and it makes it easier for me to love myself in a way that feels very chemical. It kind of reminds me of in some of my very first relationships that I was in some of my very first relationships, I realized that being hugged made me feel more confident in myself, more confident in my appearance and in my body. And I didn't really understand that at the time, why that was happening. Why is it that whenever I am touched in a loving way, that I feel better about myself? But it's pretty obvious whenever you think about it. It's just that whenever you feel physically loved, it's easier to love yourself on a physical level. Whereas before that in my life, I had pretty much only gotten affirmation, on a personality or intellectual basis from the people around me. But being touched in a loving way makes you love your body, regardless of any changes that happen to your body. It's just that loving touch that can kind of imbue you with a self-love and a self-confidence. And I think very similarly, going to the gym, regardless of any changes that either do or don't take place to your body. Just the practice of lifting heavy things and doing hard work and surviving that sprint or that run, your brain recognizes like your body is impressive. Your body has done a difficult thing, and therefore your body is a good one. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. It is beautiful. It is beautiful, and it is cool. So many times, like I'm most confident in my body right after I work out, even though I'm kind of sweaty and gross and like I would never want to take a picture. I would never want to take a picture at that time or post it anywhere. I just feel like I love myself. And that is a really great reason for me to go to the gym and for me to work out. The chemical pathways that it awakens in my brain are good ones. Let's see, what else do I have in my little gym bag? Maybe I should put on a little bit more of this lip gloss that I just got. I'm really into it. It's just so cute. It's this little star, just this little star. So I got back from my trip, my travels, just late last night. Here, let me give you some late last night. I got back from my travels. Do you like that? Good, very good. And I was honestly kind of planning on going to the gym this morning just because I was craving it so much. Really, I was craving squats and deadlifts so much because I was traveling for about a week in New York City. And, oh God, I just wanted to feel that rush. So I was really excited to go to the gym, but I got back so late. And in order for me to go to the gym in the morning, I have to wake up really early. So I decided to not go today. But depending on how much I can get done, I might be going to the gym in the afternoon today, even though I really prefer going in the morning. I'll probably end up going tomorrow morning. Will be my first gym sesh back home. My first gym sesh now that I am back home. I just can't wait. It's always good to have an extra scrunchie, because you never know. You just never know when your hair is gonna need to be, pulled back a little bit. And your hair is gonna need to be pulled back a little bit because maybe you're about to do something where you're gonna want to exert yourself a little bit and not have all of that sweaty hair on your neck. All that sweaty hair on your neck. But I'm not doing anything exerting right now. And at the gym, there's so many times, oh my gosh, long-haired folks in the comments, let me know if you can relate to this, but there's so many times where I put my hair up to go to the gym because I don't want all this flying all around at the gym, right? But there's quite a lot of exercises like bench press, or what's the other one? Bench press, or hip thrusts, where sometimes my ponytail, depending on where it's placed in my head, it hits the ground or the mat if I'm doing anything laying down on my back on a mat. Then I don't really want my ponytail, right in back of my head. So then I have to take out my ponytail and then put it back on, put it back on, put it back on. And it feels like a test every time. Like, am I going to be able to put my hair in a quick little ponytail in a way that is at all graceful? Or is it going to look really, really bad? Really, really bad? Because sometimes those last minute ponytails, whenever you have to take them out to do something on a mat and then put it back really quick, sometimes it looks really quite bad, just a little bit bad. And you don't know, because you don't always have a mirror in front of you. So it really is something to look out for. I really like this bag because it has a compartment for shoes at the bottom. I don't have my running shoes in there right now. Sometimes I'm wearing flat-soled shoes, so I want something with a little bit more cushion for running if I want to run. Otherwise, if I run in my barefoot shoes, oh gosh, I just get really sore in kind of a bad way. It's not good for me. It's not good for my legs. They start to get really hurt if I go on longer than like a 2-mile run in the wrong shoes. No good. But I'm just so excited to get back into the gym and to feel strong and to feel confident and to have those easy wins. To have that easy win in my week. I want to know what your easiest wins are every week. I know for some people it's just like, I know that I can cook a good dinner. I know that I can slay on my makeup. Whatever it is, neither of those two things are ones for me. Let me tell you, those are very difficult wins. But going to the gym is my easy win. And I can't wait to have that for myself tomorrow. So, what are your easy wins? And what are your recent little successes that we can celebrate? I think I also just want to affirm for you specifically, that you are worth taking care of yourself. And you don't have to be good enough. You don't have to be any version of yourself, any specific version of yourself to take care of yourself. Whether you've had a bad day or a good day or a medium day or a boring day or a completely predictable day. Right now, you can go exercise if you want. Or you can put it on the schedule for tomorrow. Unless, of course, you have a medical issue stopping you. Do whatever kind of movement feels good for you. And you don't have to push yourself. You don't have to push yourself until it's unpleasant. You can, as long as it's unpleasant in a fun way. You know what I mean? There's a little fuzzy in the air. Oh, I got it. There was a little fuzzy and I got it. But it should never be something that is wholly bad. It should never be something that is completely suffering, completely for someone else, for something else, to suit someone else's vision. Movement and enjoying your body and enjoying all of your capabilities. It's something that you should do for you. And this body that you have, your body, is for you. And if you want to be really good at doing handstands, do that. If you want to be a fast runner, do that. If you want to be really good at dribbling a basketball, do that. If you want to be good at racing your dog and no one else is, then do that. I just had to pause my recording because of environmental noises, but I think what I was saying is that your body belongs to you and that you get to have fun in it and with it and for it. And I want that for you. And I want that for you because I want that for me. And I'm looking forward to all of us growing together in all of our diverging ways with divergent motivations for our capabilities. I'm excited to be able to deadlift 1,000,000 gazillion pounds, and I am excited for you to be really, really good at kneading bread, and I'm excited for you to be really, really good at racing your dog, and I am excited for you and you and you to be really, really good at bicep curls, and I am excited for you to be able to do a triathlon with something heavy strapped to your back, and I am excited for you to be an incredible painter. And I can't wait. I just can't wait to discover together what we can all do whenever we put our minds to it. And with that, I'm going to end this video. I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that you are feeling relaxed and beautiful